Millions of drivers are pouring these additives into perfectly healthy engines, believing they're adding protection. In reality, some have been linked to clogged oil passages, bearing damage, misleading advertising, and even FTC action against the companies behind them. Some of these products have decades of marketing behind them, trusted brand names, even celebrity endorsements. But marketing and chemistry are two very different things, and when you actually dig into lab reports, patent filings, and federal complaints, a very different picture shows up. Today, we're counting down 5 engine oil additives that many experienced mechanics refuse to use, then 3 that actually earn their spot on the shelf. Stay till the end, because I'll show you the one symbol on an oil bottle that tells you instantly whether it's safe for your engine, no additive required. Number 5. STP Oil Treatment. That blue bottle looks harmless, but strip away the marketing and it's basically thickened oil with a bit of zinc mixed in. The Federal Trade Commission has gone after STP twice, once in 1976 for false wear reduction claims, and again in 1995 for deceptive advertising. Here's the part mechanics point out. This stuff is thick enough that pouring one bottle into 5 quarts of 5W30 can push it toward the consistency of a 15W40. That sounds like extra protection, but in a modern engine with tight clearances and variable valve timing, that extra thickness chokes oil flow to parts that need fast lubrication the moment you start the car. If your engine genuinely needs thicker oil, buy the correct viscosity from the factory spec sheet. Oil pressure crashes, bearings starve, and what started as a maintenance shortcut can end with catastrophic engine damage. Number 4. Prolong engine treatment. Prolong's own patent filing describes its main ingredient as roughly half chlorinated paraffin, a compound well known in industrial circles for attacking steel and breaking down into hydrochloric acid under sustained heat. In metalworking machinery running under extreme pressure, that chemistry is genuinely excellent at its job. Inside a modern passenger car engine, that same chemistry becomes a liability instead of an advantage. Prolong tried to offset the risk by adding calcium sulfonate to neutralize some of the acid, but the chemistry still relies on chlorine reacting with metal surfaces. Over time, that can promote corrosion instead of preventing it. The FTC accused the company of making unsupported claims about reduced engine wear, extended engine life, and better corrosion resistance. Number 3. ZMAX engine treatment. This one has an actual paper trail, not just internet rumors. The FTC sued the makers of ZMAX and cited independent lab testing using the CRCL38 bearing corrosion test, the industry standard for measuring how much an oil chemically eats away at bearing metal. Oil treated with ZMAX produced more than double the bearing wear of untreated oil, about 186 milligrams of bearing weight loss versus 74 milligrams for plain oil, according to the government's own findings. The company allegedly stripped the bad numbers out of the report entirely before using the edited version in ads and infomercials claiming improved fuel economy and reduced engine wear. According to the FTC, all 3 ZMAX products, the engine additive, fuel additive, and transmission additive, were essentially tinted mineral oil with no meaningful active additive package. Number 2. Gunk motor flush. The idea is simple. Pour it in. Idle 5 minutes, drain. The problem is what it actually dissolves. In an older or neglected engine, thick sludge deposits can sometimes mask wear that's built up over thousands of miles. Break too much of that sludge loose at once, and debris can travel through the oil system, clogging narrow passages or restricting the pickup screen. In severe cases, that can reduce oil flow and lead to serious engine damage. There's a second issue too. Carbon buildup on cylinder walls actually helps old worn piston rings hold their seal. Flush that carbon away, and you may end up with increased blow-by and oil consumption that weren't noticeable before. If your engine is old and dirty, more frequent oil changes with a quality oil work better than a chemical flush ever will, because they clean gradually instead of all at once. Number 1. Slick 50. This is the one that built the entire industry's reputation for skepticism. Its active ingredient is PTFE, the same slippery compound used in Teflon coatings. DuPont, the company that actually manufactures Teflon, has publicly stated that PTFE isn't useful or safe as an ingredient in internal combustion engine oil. Here's why. The particles don't bond to metal surfaces the way decades of marketing implied. Instead, many of the particles are trapped by the oil filter before they can circulate through the engine as advertised. Independent NASA testing found the particles simply won't plate onto engine metal under normal operating conditions. Under heat and pressure, they drop out of suspension entirely and form a white, gummy varnish on vital internal parts. Exactly what you don't want happening inside an engine that's already built around a precisely balanced modern additive package. Now let's flip it. 3 additives that mechanics actually trust. Number 3, AT205 Reseal. This is close to the only additive mechanics recommend without hesitation, and it works completely differently from everything else on this list. It's not a thickener, and it's not a masking agent. It's a plasticizer that chemically restores flexibility to hardened rubber seals and gaskets. When seals shrink and crack with heat and age, they leak, and most stop-leak products just mask that with thick fillers. AT205 is designed to address the underlying cause by restoring flexibility to hardened rubber seals rather than simply masking the leak. It's compatible with engine oil, transmission fluid, power steering fluid, gear oil, and hydraulic systems, and owners have used it to quiet stubborn rear main seal leaks that shops quoted well over $1,000 to fix mechanically, sometimes stopping a leak completely within days of adding it. The one catch worth remembering: it only works on rubber and EPDM seals, not Teflon seals, which rules out a chunk of early 2000s GM engines that use Teflon rear main seals. Number 2, Liqui Moly Cera Tech. This one leans on genuine ceramic technology instead of marketing tricks. Microscopic ceramic particles, each smaller than half a micron, help fill microscopic surface irregularities. That reduces direct metal-to-metal contact, even under high thermal loads where conventional oil alone is under greater stress. One bottle treats several quarts, and the protective layer is reported to last well beyond a single oil change. Many owners report quieter idling, smoother operation, and improved throttle response. Some also report modest improvements in fuel economy. The one hard warning worth remembering: don't use it in anything with a wet clutch, since the ceramic film can interfere with clutch engagement. Number 1, Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer. The most recognizable oil additive on the market, and unlike almost everything else on this list, the company markets it for specific applications rather than as a universal solution for every engine. It's a petroleum-based oil stabilizer designed primarily for older, higher-mileage engines running thicker oil specifications such as 10W40 or 20W50. What sets Lucas apart is that they openly say the classic blue bottle isn't meant for modern engines. They sell a separate synthetic version for newer cars and a low-viscosity formula built specifically to be compatible with hybrid drivetrains and variable valve timing systems. Used the right way in the right engine, many mechanics report reduced oil consumption in higher mileage engines when it's used in the applications Lucas recommends. The key is using it where it was designed to be used, not as a universal fix for every engine. So here's the mark that tells you everything at a glance, no additive required. Flip the bottle and look for the Starburst symbol on the front label, the API certification mark. It confirms the oil actually meets current industry performance standards, developed jointly by American and Japanese automakers, including protection against low-speed pre-ignition, a failure mode that can destroy a turbocharged direct injection engine in a matter of seconds. If the Starburst is missing, don't assume the oil meets the latest API and ILS-AC passenger car certification. Always check the specifications on the label. It's a 2-second check at the store shelf, and it tells you more about what's actually going to protect your engine than any additive bottle standing next to it ever will. If this saved you from wasting money on the wrong bottle, that's exactly the kind of thing this channel exists for. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next.